Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the and I'm here to talk about first of a three-game series here, big NL East matchup here, battle for first place here over the week and the weekend, or the last day of the week before we get to the weekend. Phillies, Mets, and oh boy, the Mets, ladies and gentlemen, what has happened to this team? They were 45 and 24. They have lost 7 straight games. They are now at 45 and 31 for their record. The June swoon has hit the New York Mets. Fuck, it does. Feels like every season. Blake Tidwell, I thought he done fine for being an opener. Blade Tidwell. He was throwing 97, 98. But his outing time was a lot better compared to his MLB debut. They might have put him a bit too early, but I thought he pitched well. But Blade Tidwell did fine, 3.2 innings. But yeah, the bullpen. And then you go to Jose Castillo. He only goes .1 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Jose Butto, done good. 2 scoreless innings, 6 up, 6 down. But then Reed Garrett has been awful. I mean, he's been awful. He had a really good start to the year, but ever since then, he's just been awful. He held a 0.68 ERA as recently as the first week of June. Since that time, he's allowed runs in 3 of his 4 outings, including, back-to-back doubles in the 7th inning. He's been dreadful for the last 2 weeks. He's struggling to find the zone, and so much junk being thrown when he's not getting in the strike zone. And it's just been tough for the bullpen. But I mean, I guess he did execute his 8 pitches there. The Phillies put really good bats on the ball. But 7 in a row, the pitching has regressed. I kind of felt like I thought it would, but I wasn't ready to say. I wasn't gonna say it would, because you never know. But yeah, your pitching is gonna go through tough stretches in baseball. I get it, but this offense it's just worrying me. I mean, besides the 2 solo homers they got off Tom Walker, what'd they do the rest of the game? Nothing. They got 2 runs in the 6th from 2 solo homers to tie the game because the Phillies keep trying to make Tom Walker into a fucking reliever when he's not a good starter. He's not a good reliever. He's up 2 solo homers. I mean, the Mets really got shut out besides the 2 homers they got off Tom Walker when he was throwing batting practice. I mean, how do you have Tom Walker in a 2-run game? Like, be for real, man. They cannot have him come out of the bullpen in close games. It's the only freaking reason the Mets scored 2 runs, because he was throwing BP. But other than that, a pretty positive night from the Phillies overall. Zach Wheeler only went 5 innings because he had a lot of pitches, but still, great outing from Zach Wheeler. 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Go to a little bit of a jam in that first inning with the bases loaded, but then Jeff McNeil grounded into a double play. And he also recorded his 1,743rd strikeout tonight. So 5 scoreless innings, not as long as you expect him to go, because sometimes he'll go like 6, 7 innings, but he was already near 100 pitches. Only a freaking idiot would put in Tom Walker after that. Now Zach Wheeler had a jam and got out of it. Had to throw a lot of pitches, but if you're gonna put somebody, if by that point you pitch Tanner Banks 1.2 innings, you might as well put him in there. But I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter, no, because they won by 8 runs. But this guy cannot come out of the bullpen if you want to be serious. But the Phillies get their 46 win, 13 hits, 10 runs, 2 in the 4th, but they broke it open in the 7th. They scored 6 runs, and then 2 in the 8th. Tom Walker, 0.1 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Tanner Banks, 1.2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. And then Max Lazar, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and he strikes out 1. Trey Turner, 2 for 5 and an RBI. Schwarber, 1 for 3, 2 walks. Alec Bohm, 1 for 4 and RBI. Castellanos, and there's a deep drive by Castellanos. 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Kepler, 0 for 5. Real Muto, 2 for 3 and a walk. Stott, 1 for 2, 2 walks, 3 RBIs. Had a bases clearing double in this one. Kemp, 0 for 4 and an RBI. And Marsh, 3 for 4 and an RBI. And we'll go over their scoring summary here. Bottom of the 4th, Kemp ground, fielder's choice. Marsh single. Bottom of the 7th, Turner double. Bone single. Castellanos single. Turner, Bone, Castellanos bring in runs with doubles, double, single, single. Then Stott clears the bases with a 3-run double, and Castellanos with a 2-run home to make the score 10 runs. The Mets, 7 hits, 2 runs. They dropped 45 and 31. There are 2 runs in the 6th inning and 2 solo homers. Tidwell, I would say, was fine. 3.2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And then Castillo, 0.1, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Bodo, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. But then Reed Garrett, yeah, man, 0.0 innings, 3 hits, 400 runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts for Castellano, for Reed Garrett. He's been really, really bad for that great start of the year. Then you bring in Justin Garza, 2 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. For the offense, Lindor is 0 for 4. He's really been struggling lately. Has Francisco Lindor. Nemo 2 for 4. Soto 0 for 2, 2 walks. He had a good series against the Mets, and people were talking about, oh, he's back, but he's been mediocre still for his standards. Lonzo 1 for 3, a walk and an RBI. McNeil 1 for 4 and RBI, the 2 solo homers. Young 1 for 4, Torrens 2 for 4, and Beatty and Toe 4. Beatty had a hot start of the year, but he's come back down to earth. Feels like the pitching for the Mets has come back down to earth, and some of the players, like Beatty, who had been, starting to come around a little bit, but he's come back down to earth. Nemo like guys like Soto and Lindor aren't playing up to their standards, and the Mets are just. It's a long season, man. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But you need to play some. You just need to get out of this losing streak. You need to win a game so you can feel good about yourselves. But they've lost 7 in a row. The Phillies went through a hard stretch, but now they're starting to play great baseball. The Mets have been playing bad baseball for the last 7 games. So we'll see if they can bounce back in game 2. But they've lost first place in the division. The Phillies got it back. We'll see what happens tomorrow. To see if the Mets can finally break their losing streak or if it'll continue. The Mets offense can't score them 2 to 4 runs a game, and you have folks telling you the offense is not a problem. How the pitching's kind of regressed is a problem, but the offense is also really a problem. But I'm not going to say Blake Tidwell was great. He was kind of inefficient, but he wasn't bad compared to his first start. They're just not in sync on either of the. Either sides of the baseball right now, on offense or pitching. So, yeah, good win for the Phillies though. Blowout. They break it open in the 7th inning and get a 10-2 win to open the series. That's all to say. Tomorrow, game 2. The probables once again 7:15. It will be Griffin Canning and Mick Abel. Griffin Canning's coming back down to earth. But we'll see what happens tomorrow in game 2 on Fox. So yeah, until next time, out. Peace.